I forgot to get pretty. I am live, not alive. I am just live on my channel. A little out of breath. I've been making it a little more presentable for you guys. Y'all know that I started a couple weeks ago with the new bins. Everything is now labeled and sorted. So that's what I'm going to show you today. I think Cheap Joe's needs to send me a new apron. I do. So this is a live stream, and I'm not sure what's going on with my hair here. Diane, my hairdresser, has an idea, but it looked good before it started getting weenies and dents in it, which is what my hair does. But anyway, we're not going to mess with that. I could probably put some hair product in it, but yeah, it's just y'all. So I started that project 3 weeks ago, and in order to add a new organizational tool, you have to tear everything else up. Not that I forgot about that or anything. Let me get this up on. Yep, there it is. Beautiful starting shot. Okay. Anyway, you have to tear everything else apart to get room to reorganize. So it was shuffle this out of the way so I could get in here, to pick this up, to put it out of the way. My goal was to have the things that I use most often for mixed media right here beside me. And I'm going to shut up now and just wait for somebody to come in. They'll be in shortly. So if this isn't anything you're interested in at all, just fast forward, because I will be doing some journaling of some type here in a little bit. I really don't like having that thing in front of me. I'm anxious to work in this. See how it goes. There's Joycey. Hi, baby. How are you? I could sweep my floor today, Joycey. Nothing else is ever going to be in my floor except for one thing. Hey, Ian. I hope nobody's expecting a perfect, let's see, what should I say? Competition for world's best studio event here. Ain't gonna happen. What you sore from? Have you been doing some exercises? Hope you do some for me. I got some fun. Oh, shoot. YouTube, don't get me. Ah. I don't know what Pettibone is. Hi, Rachel. Show and tell time. Can't say it looks any better, but it is better. It's definitely better than the day I tore it all up and then took a picture. Everybody thought that I was working with cabinets and bookends and empty drawers and everything all around me, but I wasn't. It was fairly workable, but it's really workable now. In fact, I was able last night to get into my pastel studio area, and that has the north light, so I was able to pin up things on my big easel to take pictures, which I wondered, now why have I not been doing that? Because I know from 20 years that north light is great. And then it dawned on me that there was too much stuff in the chair and all that. I couldn't get to it, but I can now. Yeah, it looks, my glasses are fogging up because I got sweaty. And I was talking with a girlfriend. I don't talk on the phone much. I'd rather write something. But anyway, I'm an old friend from high school, and we stay in touch every once in a while. I hated to get off, but it was getting close to 2:30, and I thought, ooh, I've got a few things I need to do before y'all come in. So we're gonna just chit chat. I saw you've got a couple new videos up, Rachel. I haven't watched them yet. And Miss Kory has one where she used microparticles, so that's great. I'm tickled. I am tickled. And I got this because Miss Kory said it works like a mixative or a clear medium acrylic primer, like golden, not gels so much, but thinners and stuff. And if you see all that paint behind me, there's 3 of those. There's a different color in each pocket, and there's another rack on the back. I'm going to make it my goal to work through some of that stuff. Some has dried out because it was given to me. And I need to, if nothing else, use this and thin it down and just do washes on some journal pages. I can always put stuff over it, but I won't feel like I've thrown it away. What time is it? Barely 3:30. I'm real glad to be done with this. I need to close the door. Nothing in the floor. The babies are all asleep. I can look on here. Is this something that's going to get better, Joycey? I mean, I'm sure it'll get better. Hey, I like this now for a camera shot. Hello, this is Vicki Ross, who, you know, Silly Wiki. Good, that's cool. All right, there are 8 people watching, so I'm going to restart this. This is a live replay. We visit in amongst all the goody talk, and you can fast forward anytime you want to. I have torn this studio completely apart and put it back together. Well, not all of it. Some of it got redone the last time. I'm going to take this camera down. I'm going to be able to walk around a little bit. With my camera plugged in. Oops. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Sorry. Excuse me. I never did take the plastic thing off the front of this. But since it's got paint on it, and coffee splatters, maybe I won't. All right. Are y'all ready? Here we go. I'm going to hold this, and I'm going to look at the stream in this and try to walk and chew gum at the same time. Okay? Let me change the camera, and y'all can see where I sit. This is it. This is what I see when I'm working. And I broke down and ordered a Timmy glass media mat, and it will fit from here to under here, so I'm going to have to move this little basket. I don't really use it anyway, but I like having my jelly pads right there. And there's my eyeshadow, which doesn't really have to sit right there. And in there are some mediums and stuff, but that can all be managed. So there's my workstation. I haven't figured out yet some things and how I want to keep them off my desk, but I'll get to that. Lots of lights. Okay, now here we go with this bad boy. Up at the top is art painting storage. And in that box are things for still life. And there's a few more there. And there are some of the full sets of soft pastels I have. And that's my arm for the camera that I'm holding. No, that's the arm for the regular movie camera. And then you come down, and there on the left is some stuff I don't know what to do with yet. And that's where my music is. That's Randy's idea of a joke. General Schwarzkopf. Of course, you have to be of a certain age or you don't know what that is. A few little pictures of my Sarah. Alcohol inks still have not found a real good place. They're sitting on top of that speaker. And here we have a couple of saucers up there. Everything is labeled. Erasers, foil, brains. Brains is my air compressor thing. Sticky notes. In this little unit, I have black pens and refills, fine tip bottles, scrapers, and technical pens. I've got some that really need to be cleaned. And there's a pile of awards I've won. That's one of the things on the door. And there are inks. And that's a working bucket. So now we come here. Sea sponges. Here's a spot where I can put my journals I'm working on. I have chalk pads, archival pads, favorite craft paints, and rubber moon pads. Those color and white ones I have. Move the Floetrol. That just came in this morning. And for now, I have a little spot right here where I can put my folders of papers I'm working on for Robyn McClendon's Jelly Team. I have these small buckets you've seen, perfect size. I have inserts, stuff for inserts, tags, envelopes, stuff like that. And then I have one with small scraps and embossing powders and stuff. Here are my rubber moon stamps. Those are those little bitty ones. And these are large scraps. And it's got a hard cardboard thing here where I can keep my water. I don't know what to do with this yet. It has little pieces I've cut out of magazines and stuff, so I'm just going to move it. In here I have my regular rubber stamps. I tried having them hooked up here, way up here, but it was too hard to look through them. So I just took them all down and put them in here, and I think I'll be able to use this better. Here are my powders. I have Traveler's Washi, which is my Robyn McClendon stuff. And back there I have my regular stash of washi. Over there is a letter organizer from an office that I've had for 10 million years. Right now it's got cutting boards, cutting mats, memory keepers boards, scoreboard, rulers, and here is my big chomper. What's it called? I don't know. Tape. I've got my water hung here, coffee. Now this is going to be a little tricky, so bear with me. Down there where I can't get to it is an empty bin. Hallelujah. And on top of that is a bin full of plastics that I can use for pallets. Empty bins. My God. Okay. And right here we have a resting drawer for my heat tool. And it just can sit right there. I've got deli paper. Oh, an envelope cutter thing. This drawer has, this whole thing is miscellaneous tools. So it's got things that you just need to grab. Some clean things, some measuring tape, some score tape, another, sea sponge on a handle. Good Lord, who needs a sea sponge on that handle? So just little things. And the second drawer has more of the same kind of things. I may want to reassort this stuff later, but for now it's here. And then this has my little tool set, and odds and ends. It's got some refills. There's my stainless steel pins for my glue bottle. Put this back. And right here, I have some papers. And I know that's going to be a big pain in the butt when I move these bins right here beside them, but for now, that's good. And this bin, I have foam stamps, foamies. I have favorite Robyn paint. Those are the ones in the big bottles. And right there, I have my block stamps, my wooden block stamps. These things. And I don't have any place, it won't fit there. So that, you know, that may get something else. And down on the bottom, I have more tools and refills, tape, stuff like that. And can you read it? Delusion sprays and Tattered Angel sprays. And over in that corner, I have a stamp maker and an empty bin. Underneath there, I have 3 big canvases that are 36, 12 by 36 maybe. I don't know how big they are. Right here behind me, I have part of a computer desk. And I have my 3 inks right there on top of it, and this. And working boards, like for watercolor. Whoops, something fell. For watercolor stuff, you've got to have a board to work on. And there's my shellac and my plaster. Now, turn around, right behind me is a double closet. I'm looking to see, make sure y'all can see. Let me get on this side. Here's the thing right behind me. And, you know, some stuff that doesn't really belong there, but that's where it is. This is a sack of watercolors I need to add to my catalog. Get that out of the way without tearing something up. Here's my mostly deco art. And in this closet, right there, I have plein air bin, plein air pochade boxes. Let me take this down. This has stuff for my online class in it. Gorilla boxes and boxes that you take outside, and some papers. This little unit right here is mostly empty. Back in the corner are things that I never use, and I don't know what's there. Up there, I have back in that corner, I have one of those little drawer units they sell. It's really not very practical. I don't know, you can't see very good. Up there are all watercolor pads. Up on the top, watercolor palettes, canvases, and then these big bins are weird things like foams, I don't know, stamps that are still on blocks and so forth. You can't see it well, but back in that corner are all of my pastel papers and boards. And up there I have stretcher bars. Back in the way back corner, whoops, I bet that made you seasick. Back in the way back corner is my watercolor fish and tackle bag and that I keep my tubes in. All right, how are we doing so far? If I would just hold the camera still. Yeah, no, he is, Ian. Okay, so we've seen everything there. Right here I am on my workstation again. My computer sits right here on a stand. That's my camera stand, which also holds an iPad, and I have a light attached to it. So that's everything in my immediate area. Now to my left behind me is a roller cart that has kind of an apron thing on it. And it holds some papers and things. And you got to make yourself go back and look at these every once in a while. You forget what's in there. And on top of it is my lap tray that I got when I was sick. And it's great, but it's too big for my chair. Back in that corner is a flat file that is stuffed. That's where all the watercolor paintings live. And down below are some bigger things and collections of paintings, a few pictures. Okay. And that's my door that goes out. Now, just outside that door is a little hole in the hallway where I have my IKEA cart, and that has all of my watercolor pans and supplies. This cabinet came from a thrift store. And underneath it are some real old books and some tapes. I didn't really go through that so much because it was out of the way, wouldn't bother me. Now, right here on this table, right beside me under the computer, are some of the paints that I use a lot, like the color shifts. This is an old computer table, or, you know, the printer tables we used to always have. Let me try to get that where you can see it. That's my trash bag. Oh, under my table are 3 pretty good sized drawers full of tissue papers and rice papers and stuff like that. Here we go. Now, this never remains closed. You can tell that I just took it down because it's so wrinkled. This is what I thought I needed when I was doing lives and could have a white background behind me. And of course, you pull it tight and you get the wrinkles out of it and all that good stuff. So I can use white, black, or green screen. And then they perfected the green screen technology, and you don't really need an actual green screen. So, excuse me while I make you sick. All right, here we go. I'm going to open this, which is the way it always stays. Up on the top is the case for my lap desk and some canvases and a good shot of the ceiling. Come on down now. There's a delay. Okay, come on down. Miscellaneous paper pads up there. The bin that's not labeled has marbling stuff in it, odds and ends. And then coming down, come on now, are we jammed? No, we're okay. YouTube is messed up. There we go. Mediums, alcohols, Sumi inks. Well, this is not cooperating at all on my phone. Glues, and in that bin are some more mediums. I wish this would cooperate. I'm seeing it fine on, there we go, maybe that's better. Okay. There are my brushes that I used to keep right beside me. I've got some deco art stuff. These are chalk paints right here. Well, my YouTube is funked up. Oh, there's the camera. Okay. Chalk paints. Some odds and ends. I don't know what it is. Probably some deco art stuff. And on my bottom down here is more mediums and Arteza, 2 things of Arteza. This is the way the curtain usually sits. Up the top, we've got mostly blank journals. Coming down, I've got paint pens. And that would be Dina Wakley paint in the white drawer. I haven't finished marking all these. That one has what's left of my Delusions paints. And then this one has dye bottles, stuff like making my own colors and stuff like that. And on this side, I have acrylic inks, more of those. Whoops. Woo, come on. That big blue thing has my 2 sets of good colored pencils. I gave my inexpensive ones away. And the shelf right above it, the cubby right above it. Come on, baby. Watercolor stuff, crayons. Yes, my Neocolor 2s are there. Let me get my thumb in here. Watercolor palettes that I use. And my empty colored pencil things. And those are little Jerry's Artorama. That bin's full of Jerry's Artorama mini canvases and stuff. And then up on way top up there is just empty boxes and bins and stuff. Okay, now down below, I'm not going to show you because there. I've got miscellaneous papers and stuff in the drawers. I have aerosol sprays and stuff like dowels and steel wools and things like that I don't use. Over here is where I keep my big stuff, and the top drawer right there is miscellaneous cords and stuff for computer work. Right there on that little 3-legged stool. Yeah, come on now. I keep my go bag when I want to grab it to go to Rosemary's. On the upper part of the door, there we go, is a towel rack Randy brought in, and I cut soda bottles. In my case, they were tonic bottles, and hooked them on those shelves to hold tools and acrylic brushes and stuff like that. There we go. Now, that little thing right there is a folding table, and that is my auxiliary workstation. So I'm going to pull it back out of the way. It's real light, and I can drag it out of the way when I want to work with it. Okay. I have one container in the floor to catch stuff that either needs to be put away or doesn't have a spot to go yet. Okay, only one. Now, come around here, back of the computer, looking at my space. Okay, that's where I sit. Down here, under that computer fax table, whatever it is. Let me see where I am. Okay, right there. Stuck in this little cranny are finished mixed media paintings. And I would like to sell them. And in this bin of drawers, I have everything's labeled now. I have erasers, dip pens, I can't read, knives and scissors, pigment powders, Rembrandt special pastels for mostly for portraits and stuff, but they're special colors, so I keep those separate. Down here is a set of Mountain Vision soft pastels. The box, they were all in individual boxes, and the storage was a mess. Another little area to stuff things, like a big journal, and that's my little dowel thing with tape on it. And then I've got this in here. It's a little tight, but I've got this in here. And here I have charcoal, graphite, and my twinkling H2Os, which I have a bunch of. I need to do something with those because they take up 2 drawers. Okay, now, pastel station. You'll hear me talk about it a lot. There it is. And I can get in here, but I did not perfect it for working, which would take about 5 minutes if I did. This is the new shelving unit. Sorry. My new Cricut maker just sits perfectly on top. Sorry. Those shoe bin things hold tags and little old books and just miscellaneous stuff that I don't use very much. I do not have these bins labeled yet. First one has tools for the Cricut. I don't know what's in the second one has empty bottles and stuff. Third is papers. Fourth is papers. Down by the floor is duplicate paint bottles, like stuff I don't want to run out of. And then down on the way bottom is Cricut die cutter and the laminator. You know what I mean. Right here beside them, stuffed in that little space, are my oversized pastel papers and stuff. Some of them. Okay, now let's see how far we can get. Let's sit in. Now I'm sitting in my pastel chair, looking at my workstation over there. And this is my big easel that I paint stuff on. And over there, sorry guys, close your eyes. This is all soft pastels over here. Oh, my papers. Those are my papers on those pants racks. They're out of the way and I can get to them easy, so that's good. All right, now this is the oil stations right behind the pastel station. These need to be cleaned out. I've got lots of CDs and DVDs from the days in the business, my computer, some papers, some bins, up on top, napkins, and empty storage containers. I have an empty bin over there, foam rollers and stuff like that there. And in the chair are empty storage containers. So those will go. And then here's my oil taburet, sewing machine down on the bottom. And when I want to use the sewing machine, I can clean off the taburet where I paint and put it up there, and it works pretty good. That did it. I think that's, oh, here. This is encaustic, where I do encaustic. Warming tray. And my griddle sits right here. And this drawer has all of my encaustic stuff in it. I mean, this unit. And behind over there are empty stencil girl envelopes and some canvases and things like that. So this is the area that I have the most trouble keeping cleaned off, because it seems to just, it's just an easy place to throw things. So now hold it. I'm going to carefully walk you over here. Yeah, that wasn't too painful. Now let me put it back on here on the other camera while I hook this one back up. So put this back together. And then we'll get something done. I'm actually surprised this little camera cord stretched that far. Please be right side up. Let me check it. It is right side up. How about that? We are back in business. I'm going to move that something in the floor. Ta-da! What did I do with my phone? Now, let's see what y'all are saying about my mess. Oh, Pearl, I will do that. Let me go ahead and do this, and I will do that. I can tell you what it is. Let me type it in. I think it's this. Okay, so that's done. I forgot that I didn't do that. Oh, actually dot teachable. I misspelled that. It's got 2 A's in it. Hard to type sideways. If somebody would check that for me, I sure would appreciate it. I've only got the women up at this point. I need to get some work done, don't I? Okay, Floetrol can sit right there for now. Okay, so you saw my Floetrol. That's my only, no, these 2 things. I bought this on eBay. It's a carved chop. So I had to have the stuff to go with it. And I'm not sure if this is supposed to be taken out of the plastic or left in it. So until I figure that out, yeah, it's gummy waxy. So let's see what we've got here. Oh, cool. Don't know what it says. Does it really matter? I think it just may take some time to get it inked up. Isn't that cool? Nice heavy soapstone. Nice little thing there. And then I remembered that I had these. I don't remember where we bought them. But it's a little booklet with Chinese characters and little stamps. So I'm good on Oriental stamps, especially with this jelly stuff. Oh yeah. Come on now. Okay, it'll work. A dog will hunt. Put this back and this away. And yesterday afternoon during one of my breaks, I worked on some papers because I've been, I would love to make more papers, but you got to use up what you got. So I just took these with my coffee sitting right here at my desk, and this one really turned out good. I didn't soak the whole page with coffee, so I've got some variety. These are old inkjet prints, and that's where the color comes from. So I was outside and I folded them and sprayed them again and folded them, and we could really do some good stuff with that. So this is where I got coffee all over, and it's fine, you know, it makes a good printable. Now I could come back in today and just spray spots now that all the paper is dry, which I think I'll do that. This was oil on a jelly plate. Nice subtle backgrounds. This one's pretty. That's inkjet print ink, you guys. Isn't that cool? Both sides are usable in my opinion. So I think that's what I'm going to do right this second, and then it'll be dry. Start from the bottom. Just leave that. And I want it on, I don't want it sprayed. Then I'll put this aside, and that'll give us, we can look at it before we go. Oops. And I'm out of instant coffee. The cheap stuff from the Dollar Tree. You get some interesting marks. If you make coffee and put it in a sprayer, just put a little bit of vinegar in it, and it will stay unmolded. Okay. Lay that right up there. Yeah, that's out of the way. Okay, something else I found while I was reorganizing. I made a buttload of these little books. Well, at least 10 or 20. I don't know how many. They have their own little belly band. And a little flap. And mixed media paper cut like this. So there's half the sheet. The other half of the sheet's on the other side. This is not sewn in. It's in with the cord that ties it shut. So you can make whatever you want. You could, it does fold up, I promise, this way. You could take it all out and tape the back of the pieces and paint a picture on the whole thing, or mixed media something, and then fold it back up and put it, and that would be a real good starter. So I'm going to revive my Etsy store, I do believe, and do something with those. And this, I don't remember how much I priced this at. I had some things in a friend had a booth and needed some help filling it up. This is still cool. It's an old, not old, it's a cigarette tin like they sell at cigar shops. You open it up, and there's a watercolor palette covered with acetate of Peerless watercolors. Pretty much a warm and cool of each color with a blue and a violet. I mean, with adding a green and a sepia. And a little magnet strip so that you can take it out and move it. And then you open, and then here's a little water pen that you put together. And then this one is just like the other one, but watercolor paper. Isn't that cute? So this little thing could come out if you were working here. You could put it right here and do your work. So I think that's just cool. It's unusual. This too is not permanent in there. It's tied in with ribbon. I mean with cord, so you can change it out. Or anyway, I thought y'all might like to see that. I was pleased to find it. I knew it was here somewhere. I'm gradually moving my, let me get that other link. Put that away. The other link, now, let me talk to you first. Okay, I'll find it just right now. Hey, Giovanna. You know me, girl. I'll get it one of these days. Bear with me. In. I don't like doing it on my phone, but I got it. Okay. All right, now this part we don't need. Okay, there's that one. And let me go to my website, which won't let me put big files on. So that's another reason I went with Teachable. I can put bigger files on, and No. Sorry for snuffling. Actually.com, and then go to the menu. Okay, go to products, solid products, and then printables. And from there, you've got a list of things that are still on there. Let me copy that. Actually.com printables. I could type. Of course, you see where my keyboard is.
The current volume is 42%.
Oh, thank you very much for that. Okay. Did that work? Good. I can't even think of what the other one is. Dang it. Anyway, I've got it right here. Uh-oh. Somebody comes to the door. In my folders. Oh, the sorry ones. These ones. Sound like a teenager. And I'm not a teenager. Okay. Those are ready to do. And then I've got the fantasy women. I started keeping my originals printed on regular paper, pinned in a book, and labeled. I did that too the last 3 weeks. Y'all proud of me? And then that way, anything else that's in here is usable for a collage. And I don't think I've printed any of these yet. Yeah, these are still copy paper, which is fine. I mean, I could work with that. Okie doke. I'm trying to get everything done. So okay, Etsy. I'm going to start a YouTube join function. I've had a Patreon before, and you can either paint or you can do Patreon and all those other things. But with the YouTube join, I think if everything's right there together, it might be easier. So there will be a couple of different levels. And, you know, minor. Okay. Now, I'm worn out. I don't know about y'all. But I worked really hard to get this much done so I could show it off. Ian, I don't know why you got a message that it wasn't safe. Because it is. Let's do something here. I just love her. And I love her. I remember her standing outside a donut shop holding a sweet roll or something. She had it up to her mouth and just mesmerized at the tutor that was doing painting lessons. I think the one that strikes me is this one. I bought all these folders at the thrift store once, and they were just sitting up there for 10 years. Okay, how am I doing? You're welcome, Pearl, and I will try to have that new one up. Sorry, I'll try to have that one up this evening and gradually move over the ones, or I may duplicate the ones that are already on the website because they're there, but I can put them on Teachable as well. The other difference between my website at Squarespace and Teachable is that you can access your files on Teachable anytime. And then on Squarespace, you have to have a different code every time you want to go in there and print something. Isn't that just the coolest thing ever? I'm proud of myself. I need to get back into my Photoshop class. Here, that can go back in its little holder. I used to live my life with everything in place, but I don't anymore. It's kind of like the old adage of, at a certain age, you can sit on the curb and spit into the sewer, and you can wear purple and red and white sandals when it's not Easter. And, that's really the way it is when you start getting up there. You don't care. Okay, what are we going to do? I could put the whole thing on there, which I'm leaning toward, which then means I need another one for the other side just to have fun. Let's do this one. I like her. She's from the Ziegfeld Folly days. Wait, do we have anything else color-wise? I think that's better because of the colors. Okay, we're going to go full page. I haven't decided where to put these little spray bottles yet. The glue stick is under the cup. Ooh! Look! Much better marks added to it. They're still wet, so they'll calm down. It's going to take me a while to fumble around and find things. Yoo-hoo! It's been really nice here the past couple of days. Windows open last night. Light, it was 50s. Have a little open time. There's our friend the Brad again. Oops. Oh well. You won't even be able to tell it. I am so glad I found Robyn McClendon. It really made me understand a little bit better about journaling, and her style fits me better than layer, 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 cover, layer, layer, layer. Nothing wrong with that. I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying this suits me better. Just reach up to a drawer and guess what? There's my scraper. The hardest part of this ReOrg is deciding where to put things. And I did tell you I ordered my Timmy mat. Been looking at it since they came out, and I found one for $27 with free shipping over $50. So I spent $149. You know how that goes. Beautiful. A little bit to trim off at the bottom. Look at there, it even turned out square. I got the same amount. Now my problem with printables is that if I really like the printable, I don't want to cover it up. So same. The other thing I did on my little cart here behind me is that I put loose papers in clips. You know, just clip them together with a clothespin or something. And it keeps them looking a little bit neater. You didn't put paper under there. Oops. That's close enough. And we can put that back on. Got cocky, didn't you? And I love how these things, the ink goes through this onion skin like you intended for it to go through, and it's a mirror image of what you were working on or what the other side is. So I could have turned her over. I didn't even think about it. And as a working artist, I have at times felt guilty for not painting pictures and working on that side of my career, which, you know, doesn't amount to much right now. No galleries and stuff. So anyway, but then when I started seeing that I could use my paintings in my mixed media, both of these are paintings, and my backgrounds are paintings that I've done. Then I thought, oh, okay. And if y'all buy enough printables, I'll just keep painting and fixing them and using them this way. Yeah. I can just put this back in its drawer. I can grab a ruler. Oh man, this is going to be nice. And rip this baby off. It's hard to get the onion skin to rip off though, so that you can save a strip for washi tape. I do not know why I have a dark spot over here in this corner. And I think I'm going to have to scissor cut that. Whoops. Got a little page there, nobody will notice. Oh, it's over here. Couldn't find it. I'm really enjoying this book too, guys. It's the one I got at Walmart by De La Rowney. They've got them in 4 or 5 different sizes. And it behaves, the paper behaves a lot like a light mixed media paper. There's last week's, if anybody didn't see that. These are Robyn's printables. And these are mine. Hello, gorgeous. Scissors back. Now, let me check with you guys. Y'all are still there. You're still happy. See, to me that's done, but you can't do that. So, we got anything new over here that tickles our fancy? They're all wet. Can't use those. So, let's see what we've got in Robyn's May. Did the same thing. And then all the scraps from May go in here. Let's work on that one first. When you get these all glued down, they're so translucent that it looks like it all came together. And it doesn't have to go straight either. It's been over 2 years since I bought my Epson EcoTank printer. And it came with 2 boxes, 2 sets of paint. There is still ink left in the first set, some of the bottles. And I'm just now getting down to the low ink warning. And I have printed heavy. Lots of Lots of pretties. Even your art prints are good. The other thing about my printables, well, anybody's printables really, I don't adjust the color very much. I adjust the color the way okay, so there are the patterned ones. My specialty in my career was I was a print specialist. I prepared files for printing, designed them, laid them out, did all that electronically. And there are rules that you have to follow. I want this yellow. In order for a print company to be able to print, and that's old style printing. Now everything's digital, so, but anyway, I correct photos the way I was trained to do them for 4-color offset printing. Because what you see on your monitor is not what you're going to get in real life. And that does hold true today too. Because you can't match backlit color from a monitor onto paper. So you get as close as you can, and the process that I use makes for pleasant color, so that's what I'm doing. And I say that to say that then you get a digital file of mine, and you can run it through a filter on your phone or whatever you're working with. And make it different all the way around. I'm just going to get this whole corner. You can print it like Rachel Juanita. I don't know if she's still here or not. She printed all of Robyn's the first month that we did the Jelly Team thing. She printed all of them that month in black and white, no color. And then she went back over them with glazes and stuff and colored them herself. So use your printables in creative ways. And you can use it for anything you might want to use it for, except using it and selling it as your own. That's where the line is drawn. I'm so bad. I don't want to cover that up. It doesn't matter. Let me see. And then, because you can put more. The originals. That needs to go somewhere else. Here's Robyn's. Could just do a little cluster. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to do this little piece of writing. I'm not sure how much that's going to cover. I don't want to cover her boobie. That's one of the favorite parts on there. That would work right there. Come on now. You're overthinking. Okay, I'm going to lay that down. Because I'm thinking too much. So I was talking in the very beginning before some of y'all got here. I did some more pictures last night of 1910s, 18 sheet music. Sitting there and I'm thinking, why did I quit making pictures over here with the north light? You get really good results. And then I realized it's because you couldn't get over here. That's why. You can't stand up and paint, which is something that you're kind of supposed to do. So if I want to do that, I have to rig up something and go in another room. Then Lord knows I've got the pochade boxes for it. I won quite a few of them in competitions, and they're such works of art. I don't want to get rid of them. Scraper. And the other thing that made journaling interesting for me is this dang little glue stick. Now then. Let's move over this baby. Got that good piece. Let's not throw that away. Layer, layer, layer. Oh, I know something we can do. We can do some chalk paste. Got my towel on. Come on. All wrapped up in the wheel. Yeah. I normally clip those to the rack over here, but I wanted y'all to see it pretty. Pull my side table over, and I've got some stencils right here. Perfect. Patti, Tolley, Parrish is petroglyphs. Is that what they're called? That's pictographs. I had it close. That's green, that's pink. Pink over here, green over here. And I just saw a perfect little, look at this cute little thing. Perfect. I'm glad I bought these. I haven't been on the Finnabear train. Thank God. Being on the Timmy train is bad enough. This thing is not flexible, so my only problem with it. All right. Perfect. Now then, let's take this somewhere, like right here. Flip it over. No, do it that way. I've got a dry wet wipe in here from yesterday. Yeah, that one has ink all over it. I'm only pulling it. There it is. It's pretty bad and big in the trash. Let's see how much we can get just by doing this like old-timey stencils. Like back in the 80s, you'd lay a stencil down, you'd put your color around the cut areas and then rub it in. Not much. That's okay. Not a wasting thing. You just laid that right down in the wet paste. Let's see. Let's get the rest of this off. Like a bull in a Chinese shop. Probably need to get a wet wipe. A wet wipe. I was sitting here talking to my friend Retta and made a complete mess with this little bottle. I need to find a better bottle. There. All clean. These are my handmade stencils. This is, I think I'm going to use this because it's kind of got a Native American flair to it. And so that means it would fit like that, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Anybody who's watching me for the first time, this is intuitive journaling because you don't plan it before you do it. You've got a pile of papers, a pile of paint, and you just see where your muse leads you. And my muse is ever so much happier than that. She's got a nice place to work. I don't think it'll be that hard to keep it that way. I'm not bringing in that much new stuff. And I've got some empty spaces. Oh yeah, it's working. The price on the Timmy small mat, the travel mat with the cover, was $20 some odd, so I got it too. Send more stimulus money. Maybe it's better this thing isn't so flexible. By Jove, I think we've got it. Ooh, nice. Why did you turn that upside down? Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. Jeez. This is nice paste. All right, now we didn't get a whole lot the last time, but let's do it again anyway. I'm lining it up with kind of and every one of these journal pages becomes fodder for a printable or a large painting. Got a little bit, a little ghost. Enough. And you close the book on a wet page. Oh well. We got some letters over here too. I hate it when I do stuff like that. I'd made such a good, clean. No, it's not gonna come up. Oh well. It is what it is. I do that every time I mess with these chalks. This stuff dries fast too. I'm liking that new glue gun too, by the way. I mean, glue gun. You know what I mean? Heat gun. This is just a pencil. Let's see. Yeah, it works. Just kind of drawing on the left side. Okie dokie. Y'all still awake out there? Oh yeah, that's looking good. One more. It would work a whole lot better if it were drier. This pencil, I'm sure, came from when I was doing those sample things from, good enough. I'll poop. I got a subscription box once a month. And that's where odd things like this pencil come from. It's metal. Plum Chester. Things I would never go out and buy. I've got enough black pens to last a lifetime. What? You didn't see that, did you? Or just a little something. I need to put that glued down. Okay. Just a little touch of something. Let's try some pumice stone. That's not going to work. It's got to be one of the sponges. Now this is inkjet, so you can't dawdle or go over it too many times, because you saw the results of that. Just adding some interest. Okay. Now then. Yes. Right there doesn't hurt my feelings any. Okay, let me check with you guys and get a drink of water. Oh, I'm glad you're still there. This is something else that came up during the cleaning. Look at this. These are all paper towels or crusty wet wipes. And I just couldn't throw them away. So they're not put away yet. But they're in a bin. Okay, so there's a stamp. I wonder what they both could use. Ta-da. I'm going to take a picture of each page and print it on my black and white memo. Okay, now app. Remember what? I don't want to search anything. Come on, give me it back. No. On iPhone, and you put it in a folder, and then it's gone forever. All right, where are you hiding? All right, when all else fails, go to the App Store and let it open for you. And there it is. It opened it for me. Print images. Probably could have adjusted some colors, but I didn't. Isn't that fun? Let's do the other one. I'm not going to mess with it either. It amazes me how fast it is. I can remember the day we used to have to wait for 2 hours for something to spool. And there she is. I think that's kind of fun having. I'm going to see if I can tear this once I get it off. It's always the hard part. Oh, I forgot I had clear paper in there. That's even cooler. And that's why it won't tear. Kind of makes your own little stickers. Okay, so here you are, darling. Where are we going to put you? That's just kind of a fun thing. See how many people notice it. Probably not many. So I think I will trim it before I take the paper off. It's 5:15. I'm barely going to get these done. These little pieces of paper that come off the back are great for it's going right down there. Don't overthink. Putting little homemade stamps together. Isn't that fun? Fun. Okay. Stick. Let me check back with you guys. I know you're still there because Joycey told me. Okay. I don't think they need any goddess writing. It's such a cheat when you start with a page that's already down. I'm at a loss. Do. Boop, boop. Stamps. I could do some stamps. Turn my little side tray around. You used that one last week. Let's play with this and see if we can make it stamp. These are some things that Canvas Corp did, and I'm not real sure it was such a great hit. Three-dimensional things that you put in you peel them off and put them in your book. But I'm not going to peel it off and put it in my book. See if I can use it as a stamp. I should have planned where I would put it. Nope, didn't get a thing. May not print. little, but not much. Didn't show up because of that color of ink. I'm gonna dry that one and see what happens. Stuff takes a while to dry. I learned so much about the distress ink Saturday from Timmy. It's really a chemical reaction. That showed up a little bit better. What did I do here? Uh-oh. I must have had a big smudgy somewhere else. It's all right. Same color, won't hurt a thing. And the dye has already sunk in, so it's there. The dye sinks in, and the pigment sits on top. That doesn't matter. It does not matter. What do I want now? Hey, Giovanna. I know you've been here. I'm glad you're still here. I'm looking at this mess I've got going on over here. I haven't cleaned out my working tray. I'm going to use one of my zeros I found. Come on, just do it. Carved stamp zeros. Good, you can just barely see it. That's good. That's all I wanted. Good enough. Good enough for who it's for, my dad says. Let's see what we've got here. We've got some stamps. Pakistan. It doesn't really matter. Let's get this yellow one. See, if I was like Robyn, I'd get out my Dritz tracing tool. But I'm not. Need to move all these brads and things because I do not like them. Sam, I am. I do not like the brads. Just got a little assortment of stuff here. Been buying this stuff from AliExpress, and yeah, a little something comes in every day. It's kind of fun. These are all little kids. I like that one there. I like that one there. And let's put one of these down here. So y'all proud of me? Give me a big old pat on the back for cleaning out the studio. Making it where you can actually use it. Oh, here it is. These have a good bit of goodie on them, sticky. Let's put this red one on there. Just for some color. So if they start to lift, you just stick a little glue under them. Oops. Well, that doesn't do much good. Oh, it's got sticky tape was cut. Pull it off twice. Is this one that way? No. Okay, so there's that one. Now we're going to go with this one. That's kind of exotic. Diana, after all, is exotic. It kind of got score lines. Well, you didn't decide where you were going to put it. So I think that works. Got it. Oops. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Never mind. Here's a 50 center. I think that'll do her. That's not an even number. We got all these little rules we got to follow. Those are more like sports things. So nice to have stuff to pick from. Okay, dokie. I think Diana should be able to fly somewhere. We'll give her a boarding pass. Boarding pass to Paris. Yes, ma'am. Anyway, these things on Ally are just a couple bucks. If you watch, you get free shipping. It may take 4 weeks, but order some today and tomorrow, and you get it where you get some every day. Come on. Let's try right side up, and let's try crooked. Okay. Let's see if we can find a boarding pass. That's at the other end. Like I said, I'm not organized here yet. Totally. If I fall out of my chair, somebody go get Randy. I know they're in there because I just flipped all of them in there when I came across them. Where are you? Well, where did I put them, Joycey? There's some. Nope. Yep. Nope. I'll be back in a minute. I found them. You can quit looking for them. I found them. I need the claret, which I don't have, so I'll use orange. World Wide Web. Yeah. Just a little. Orange works good too, so. Okay, that works. I think we're going to call that victory. Sure looks like it's trying to put some of this. I'm glad I ordered more than one stainless steel pen, or I lost one a couple days ago. I tried using a regular long pen and they rusted. I like it. Look at these fingers. It's a good thing I don't go out. I like it a lot. Good. I think I'm done. Hey, Nancy. Y'all want another 15 minutes and me work on those 2 smaller journals? Last week it didn't take too long. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and work on these. And if y'all need to kick off, then I understand. It's a nice page. I like that. Oh, that's another note from oh, what's her name? Robyn. It also helps having these things already printed. Helps a lot. And now that I've got a place to store them, or keep them neat. The May printables from Robyn, the link is in the bottom. Alrighty, Defty. Now, what else have we got? I'm going to take this out. I could decorate it. Come on. Put it back there. Get out the small scrap bin. Why haven't I been wetting a brush and tearing these out that way? I wonder. I know. There's a piece of handmade paper, maybe. Maybe, baby. Use a brush if you can find one. That makes it so much easier. And then you slop it up anyway. Now that could be a pocket. It surely could be a pocket. There you go, just like that. We're going to do around the sides. And the bottom. I'm going to scrunch this. I got a pin in my mouth. Scrunch this in toward the middle at the top so that gives it a little more of a standout. You know, so it's not flush with the page. It's a good way to lose that. All right, let's go ahead and put this down. See, I told you it doesn't take long on these. Hello. I think my lunch meal replacement wore off. Pull that one down to the bottom for some reason. I like my method of putting down. I think I get better glue coverage when I glue it in place. Y'all are my loyals. See, the paper's so fragile. You're better off to do it in place. We just finished watching, I think it was Netflix, Outer Banks. It was really cute. Well, cute. It's kind of a young kids, senior high school, graduation kind of thing. But they get involved in some conspiracy in North Carolina to find money, to find some hidden gold that a pirate put out. It was cute. All right, that's not bad for a start. Now, the blue bin. Where's the blue bin? Let's see what we've got in our popper bag. It's beginning to get kind of thin. I need to do some more. Some more somethings. There you have it. Needs a piece of ribbon or something. And this one can go right there. That'll be perfect. Sure helps with decision making, I tell you. This is excellent training. For somebody like me that overplanned everything. I'm just going to pop that right there. using the better glue. Glue stick is not made for things like this. This is a paint card from Home Depot. They're perfect tag starters. Here's the little house thingy that came in it. I'm just going to pop that right down in there. That is good. Let's see what else we've got. Tickets. Said if this was in a scrapbook store, it'd be big money. If I just tuck that right down in there to go with that. Bend it that way and put it in like that. Wasn't exactly what I was thinking, but it worked. And how about a small circle stamp? Doesn't show up much at all. That's okay. I'll stamp it again and put it at the top. Cool. All right, now let's do our Chinese chop. I thought about doing my own carving, and then I thought better of it. See if I got it. Oh no. I guess there's a learning curve. I should have put a little foam pad under there. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Paste is what this is called. Oh, that didn't do nothing. Nothing. Put a cloth under there. Pat it. Poppy must be home. Munchkins are outside. There, that's better. Still can't really read it. That's okay. Woo, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Creativity at what? And that's going to come out. That's exactly what I was afraid of. So I'm just going to glue that baby down. And just let it hang over the top. Now, done and done. And I will take some pictures when we finish here and post them on Instagram. All right, now we're down to this little guy. It's last week's. Ooh, we got something to work with. We got some of this. Look at that little strip. You would never even think about using that, but I saved it. Look at there. Isn't that cute? Cute, cute. Da, 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 da. Miss Lynn sent me some of her scraps because I was bitching about not having any. I wasn't bitching. I was exclaiming that I had none. Or that I was tired of mine. Maybe that's what it was. There's a little piece of something. It's a doily, the inside ring of a doily. Okay, so I'm liking that. See, I'm letting that black mark throw me off. They'll do that. That's a nice little piece of something. Doesn't have to be black. I think I'll use that. That's part of a napkin. And she rips with wild abandon. Yeah, I like that better. Well, I mean, not in place of, but in addition to. Well, that makes those kind of similar. Put that that way. Now, give me something with some color. Just a little dab of color. And that can be a little pocket. So let's put something a little more sturdy on the back of that. Looky there. Fits perfect. Which side are you going to use? That one's kind of pretty. I kind of like this one. So that one will be our. Now we'll just glue this little puppy up. Don't get ahead of yourself. Well, that wasn't very straight. I'm going to trim it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I put that on there just to give it a little bit of strength. And then I'm going to put a strip of washi tape. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay, traveler's wash. I'm going to put it on the top edge and then fold it over, and I know you can't see this, but you're going to have to trust me. Okay. Okay, so that could go down, and then this could go down. Let's go ahead and put this little baby down. Probably should have used the other glue. Now this can go down, and once again I'm going to use the good glue. Now again, hold it on the bottom and just squeeze those two sides out just a hair. And wait a minute for it to play. Hold, I mean, you know what I mean. Shoot. Now then, let's I love you guys, by the way. And I appreciate you showing up. Staying up and staying with me. Okay. Just came right out. I guess it knew it was meant to go there. Nice. Thanks for coming along on my show and tell today. I hope it wasn't too seasick worthy. There's one. I bet it's about red beer time at the Ross house. Ours are actually called Bloody Caesars because they're made with clam juice. Okay, so that can go there and there. And need a third one. And this is the Martha Stewart confetti. It's different sizes of gold leaf in a clear gel. And the different bottles have different colors of. I want that one on top of both of them. So anyway, in one you may have blue foils and stuff, and the next one you may have clears. Okay, okay, good. And I need something to stick in there. I'm going to have to make some more stuff, guys. I'm out of my littles. I'm not crazy about that, but it could work. Let's just leave it for now. And we're done. How about that? Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm going to put this up because they'll take the picture of for the video. And I put labels on one end and the side, just in case. Okay, put the lid back on. I'm glad y'all joined me today. That's pretty good. We had, what, a 30-minute studio tour? And just, like I said, I'm just going to leave it for now. And here we go. I don't have a huge big mess to clean up. And I'm going to get the other journals. Just make a nice little display. And then here's the big one. That's so fun. There, nice little flat lay, as Robyn calls it. All righty. Anybody got anything else for me? Yeah, merrily, merrily. And we made it down the stream, didn't we? Okay, guys, I'm going to go, and thanks again for joining me. And I am so tickled to have this studio workable again. Makes me happy. All right, I'm closing off. Bye, and I'll see you Thursday.